What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. Google is getting very desperate to peddle the Google Stadia. This is beyond anything I could have ever imagined leading up to this point. And yes, I know I've trashed Google Stadia plenty, but now I'm actually getting it. Smash JT. I literally told people that the only way I would actually play Google Stadia is if they reached out to me and said, hey, you can play it for free, and we'll even send you a controller and a Chromecast and get you all set up with it, and you can try it out and see if you like it for free for a month. Okay, I'm game. I'll take a free controller, a free Chromecast. Sure, why not? It's $10 a month after a free month. Sure, I'll look into it. Well, looks like Google's doing that, but not just for me, for everybody, as long as you're a YouTube Premium member already. So first off, I want to say thank you to my buddy DJ Slope for pointing this out to me. Apparently, Google is giving Google Stadia Premier to every YouTube Premium member for free, as long as you sign up for the 1-month free trial and put in your credit card information. They will send you free of charge the Chromecast, the controller, and you can play the games for a month for free to see if you like the service or not. That's the only way I was going to do this. I wasn't going to spend the MSRP of $99.99 just to play what amounts to a bunch of games I already have on other consoles. Google is getting very, very desperate, and they have the money and the financial backing to be able to just keep throwing money at this thing in hopes that it eventually catches on. I did say that initially there was no reason for Google Stadia for previous generation, but moving into the future of consoles, the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X, and how these game consoles, not only are they expensive, but they're very hard to find. And if there's an exclusive game that you want to play that's only available on next-gen consoles, then Stadia might actually be an option for you. But that exclusive game needs to be multi-platform and also available on Google Stadia. It can't be strictly a Microsoft exclusive or a Sony exclusive. It has to be a game that is a next-gen exclusive that is available for all consoles and also fits the niche of will be on Google Stadia as well. So, yeah, it's not exactly the perfect ideal technology that everybody wants, but at least it's an option. And for the people that can't get the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, if there's a next-gen game eventually that comes out for Google Stadia as well, then yes, I guess at that point there'd be a reason to look into it. But still, right now, it's too early. But again, personally, I'm not going to turn down $100 of free equipment, a Chromecast, and a controller just for signing up for this for a 1-month free trial. Okay, I'll do it. The caveat, like I said, is you already have to be a YouTube Premium subscriber, and that was as far as the eligibility requirements. You need to have been a member of YouTube Premium as of November 6th, 2020. So you can't just sign up for YouTube Premium now to be eligible for this. That is the one drawback. I will say, very rarely will you hear me defend YouTube, but I will say, in YouTube's defense, YouTube Premium is 1000% worth it. I will never leave YouTube Premium. Getting rid of all the ads, being able to download the videos to my phone, like being able to play it with the screen off. There's so many benefits to the YouTube Premium subscription service that I'm like, okay, I will eat that cost every single month for the rest of my life as long as I'm using YouTube, because it is well worth it to me. Highly recommend, if you are not a YouTube Premium subscriber, to look into it, but like I said, you can't just join now and be eligible for this. You had to have been a member of YouTube Premium previous to November 6, 2020. I do want to qualify with how I'm speaking about this, as I don't want to ever see any next-gen tech fail. I don't want to see anything fail in the video game industry. If it's something that's moving it forward or it has a niche for someone who wants to play it, by all means, I think that's fantastic. I mean, you guys have seen how I feel about the Intellivision Amico and how there's so much hate for that. And I get why there's hate for it. But it still deserves a place for people who want it to actually be able to play it. So I do feel the same way with the Stadia, and while it might not be for everybody, it will be for somebody. And as time goes on, eventually, if they do everything right and make the right choices and the right moves with the studios and the games, then there is a chance for it to be something that everybody is going to want to take part in. But that seems like a ways away right now. But it does go to show just how desperate Google is getting with the Stadia right now, and how it clearly isn't taking off anywhere close to the heights that they had hoped for. If you're starting to give away equipment for people to play your system, that's when you're in trouble. You don't really see major console manufacturers doing that on a mass scale. Yeah, they'll give away a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X to influencers so that they get the word out and they get it early. I get that. But as far as to the masses, literally anyone who is a member of YouTube Premium before November 6, 2020 can be eligible for this. That speaks volumes to the concerns of the future of Google Stadia. I could only imagine how pissed I would be if I was an early adopter of Google Stadia and then I found out that I didn't really play it that much at the beginning because there wasn't really much there for me to play, and now they're giving it away for free because it's failing so hard. I could have just waited and got all this for free. I mean, that's kind of a slap in the face to the people that were early adopters to this technology. But then again, that's kind of the risk you take when you start throwing your money at things that you're not really sure of if you need in your life or not. And I've been there myself, so not perfect either. Can it be successful? Yes. Will it be? I don't think so. At least not anywhere in the close near term. If it is going to be successful, it's far, far in the future once they start getting a hold of some actual exclusives people care about on a grand scale and being able to play these games that are multi-platform on the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. The problem is, Sony in particular has a lot of great exclusives that will not be making their way over to the Stadia. Microsoft even has some that will not be making their way to the Stadia. So, in a way, Google needs to build the Stadia from the ground up with internal devs and studios to be able to create game experience that make people want to migrate to their service. And while they're doing that on a very small scale right now, it's definitely not enough to lure the average gamer over to it. There are already so many options available to us. Anyways, I'm going to leave the video right there. I'm starting to ramble, but yes, I wanted to give you guys a heads up that I did qualify for it. I did submit for it. It went through without an issue. They sent me an email with a code. I clicked on it and it went right through, and I was able to get Google Stadia $100 Premier package for free. So it was very simple. If you have YouTube Premium, I'd say sign up for it just for the equipment. And if you don't like it, sell it on eBay afterwards and you actually make money on this. If there's anyone who wants to actually buy it from you. I'm going to leave the video right there. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, you stay smashing.
Smash